You ever wonder what happens when the thing you're torturing decides it's had enough? Meet Clara. She collects antiques. Old clocks, dusty paintings, ceramic figurines, the kind of stuff most people walk past at garage sales without a second glance. But 3 weeks ago, she bought something different, something that was looking back at her before she even picked it up. The seller was an elderly woman with rings on every finger and eyes that stayed perfectly still while everything else on her face moved. She wrapped the doll in brown paper without being asked, didn't say a price, just held out her hand and waited. Clara paid whatever felt right. She's still not sure why that number came to her. The doll is small, cloth body, button eyes, hair that might be real. It smells like dried flowers and something underneath. Something older. Clara put it on her bookshelf between a brass compass and a ceramic cat. Normal enough. Harmless enough. The first night, she dreamed of a woman standing in tall grass, speaking a language that felt like heat on the back of her neck. She told herself it was nothing. Then her neighbor Kevin mentioned the doll at dinner. Kevin, who has a habit of borrowing things without asking and never quite returning them. He thought it was funny, theatrical. He picked it up, said something dismissive, and before Clara could respond, he pulled a sewing needle from the little kit she keeps in the junk drawer. He pricked the doll's left arm just to be clever. Kevin grabbed his own left arm immediately, said it felt like a wasp's sting, shook it off, laughed a little too loud, put the doll down, and changed the subject. Clara noticed he didn't touch it again, but that's not the part that kept her awake. The part that kept her awake was what she saw when she went to put the needle back. There was a small mark on the doll's arm where Kevin had pricked it, a tiny dot of something dark, like a bruise forming under fabric. And in the center of that bruise, almost too small to see, was a new stitch. The doll had mended itself. Here is what Clara knows, or thinks she knows. The doll doesn't want to be hurt, and whatever force lives inside it, whatever awareness threads through those button eyes, nor it is patient. It doesn't overreact. It doesn't punish wildly. It simply corrects the balance. A needle goes in, the wound closes, and somewhere in the world, the person who caused it carries a small reminder. She hasn't moved it from the shelf. She's thought about it. Thought about the brown paper it came in. Thought about the old woman's still eyes. But here's the thing about objects that remember being hurt. They also remember who didn't hurt them. Clara thinks the doll knows she's kept it safe. She thinks that matters. She might be right. And if you ever find yourself at a garage sale, staring at something that seems to be staring back, maybe just keep walking. Or maybe pay whatever number feels right and see what happens next.